Welcome to the Poetic Resurrection Podcast, where we explore perceptions. How self-reflecting questions can give you a better understanding of self. I'm your host, Sonia Iris Lozada. Stay tuned. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Poetic Resurrection. In this season, I will be doing mostly poetry readings and talking about writing, about my experiences. For the last 6 seasons, I've promoted other writers and poets and people in leadership and psychology because I started this podcast to be inclusive with everybody. And it started during the pandemic, so I thought that mental health was very important and leadership, how to work with other people. And like every other season, I leave politics and religion out of this because I want to be inclusive. I don't want to know what your religious or political beliefs are. This is to include you because we all feel happiness and joy and grief and loss of some kind, even if it's a loss of a job, illness. And this is a safe place to come. So I will be doing short podcasts. They're going to be no more than 10 minutes. And we're going to have a discussion. And then I'm going to do a reading. And let me know in the comments what you think. We're also going to video. I'm going to be doing all of these in video. Tell me what you think. This is my first. And I have to tell you, I usually have a regular microphone and a camera. I decided to get this little tiny lavalier. And it took me forever to get it to work. So that's why I'm recording at night, because during the day I lost daylight. And most of my podcasts will be recorded during the day because I love daylight. So today I'm going to read from, and this is the cover of the book, Inspire Me, Awakening Dreams, which is my latest book. It came out about 2 months ago, and it mostly deals about grief. I'm a survivor of trauma. And I got therapy, EMDR, which is wonderful if you have trauma. But nothing can be done when it comes to grief. You just have to go through it. And one of the things that I was told, which is so amazing, I signed up for a newsletter on grieving. And they said what you need to do is take an hour a day, take an hour a week, whatever you can do. Do not, only with yourself. Take something from a person that has passed, their video, voice messages, whatever would be a trigger for you later if you heard it. And just listen to it. Give yourself permission to cry for an hour. Whatever you feel. You want to cry, if you want to be angry, just give yourself permission to grieve. Because so many of us have to go to work and we have so many have-tos that we leave nurturing for ourselves as the last thing. So if you are grieving, if you've lost a person or even a job, you lose a job, you grieve there too. I grieved because I had given up acting. And not totally. I said, if it comes my way, I'll do it, but I'm not going to pursue it anymore. And that was very hard for me because it was something that I was dedicated to for decades. And I'm still doing it, but that having to do it or having to go for it, I gave up on that. I'm more than happy to do it if it comes my way. Grieving a pet. I grieved my pets when they passed. So grief is a strange thing. And I'll be reading from my book more often. I'd love to hear your comments below.
In a dim office, I sit at my computer, staring at a screen that eludes my thoughts. Grief has taken hold of my soul's heart. Like a shadow in the night, elusive, oblivious to the context before me, full of empathy and compassion to those distressing, and yet, when I feel the touch of death, the stiffness of life, I'm unable to release and perform mundane aspects of my life in a tempest of drowning emotions. Situations seem trivial and insignificant. My patience for others diminishes. I restrain my words. It's not them. A source of discovery, grief. We all grieve differently. At first, I thought I was handling it well, but now, a month and a half after my mom passed away, I'm feeling like the blank screen before me, unable to focus on the mundane. Retreating from work, surrendering to my emotions. Grief truly sucks. Numbness overwhelms my being, and yet I don't care about work or acting. I need the warm cocoon of self-compassion. Grateful for the opportunities, yet indifferent. I'm unfazed by anyone's disapproval. I'm not concerned if it annoys others. The heart screams in my mind, lost in thoughts, not memories. Prioritizing healing above all else. Passage of time is my healer. Allowing permission to heal as the grip around my heart slowly releases.
Thank you for listening to the Poetic Resurrection podcast, available on Apple iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, and many other podcast platforms. Please visit us and subscribe to our newsletter at poeticresurrection.com for the latest information and updates.